We wanted to have our brand to be more than just what you put on. We want it to be a lifestyle. We want it to be a statement. So my name is Tanelia, but everyone calls me Tani, Tani Boetang, and my husband and I are the owner and designer at United People Apparel. United People Apparel was pretty much birthed out of the love of culture. My husband is from Ghana, West Africa, and I'm from the island of Jamaica. We both migrated with our families here at a very young age, and we grew to love this country. So we wanted to create a brand that would stand in place to celebrate families and cultures, but most importantly, friendships throughout the country. We actually have two brands. Our first brand is called Ahenfo. My husband was born into the Ashanti tribe in Ghana. And so in his language, Ahenfo means royalty, means kingship. So that brand on its own was created to encourage noble living in all of us, but more so to serve as that constant reminder that you should never ever settle for less in life because you descended from greatness. So we were creating a number of different designs for Ahenfo, and then around the end of 2018 we realized that a lot of our designs were kind of filtering in another direction, but we didn't quite understand that direction. What drove it into drive was what happened in 2020 when at one particular incident almost destroyed an entire nation. You wanted to be angry. You wanted to be frustrated. But at one point I looked to my husband, I was like, we're angry, but what are we doing about the anger? We're frustrated, but what are we doing about the frustration? And so that's what kicked our brand more into gear, that something has to be done, something has to be said. A year and change we've been open here in the mall. Well, our design process is centered around mostly bringing people together, whether it's through sports, through unity, or just through normal fashion wear. A lot like our designs of love diversity, hate racism type deal, and we're just trying to make sure that cultures and families are highlighted, because that's what makes the US what it is. It's just people coming from all different backgrounds, living in a great country and trying to make it a better place. We have things imported from mostly Ghana, like our art paintings. We also have our kente fans. We have bags, and one of our best featured pieces would actually be our jewelry, handmade by local artisans. With our brand being the United People Apparel, our aim also is to also support other small businesses throughout not just here in Bloomington, but also throughout Minnesota. And so we have actually collaborated with several businesses. With our coffee, the brand is called Afro Grind, and the coffee is actually grown in Kenya, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. And so we're working with a small business owner here in Minnesota to bring forth coffee. The hair care line is actually brought to us by a Ghanaian who actually lives here in Minnesota. Her name is Anna Wilson, and so she got inspired to create this line after she had her baby girl. She lost her hair due to postpartum, and so she just hopped into her kitchen, created an entire line to help with hair growth, and so it's all natural. We have our footwear that is actually brought to you by a brand called Edición Especial. They're here in Minnesota, but their footwear is actually a Venezuelan company. Amazing. So again, with celebrating different cultures and families, we want our store to feel like home. And we've heard it, and so that's made me extremely excited. We've heard from many different cultures that, oh my God, when I come in, not only does it smell like home, it feels like home. It's important to highlight and feature those brands, number one, because they're small business. And number two, a lot of small business, they're taking a step of faith. They've been blessed with an idea, and then they're trying to see, how can this idea change my community? How can this idea make where I'm living a better place? My husband and I, we always say that we feel like we're more of a servant to the community. We always try to listen to what our customers want and need, and then if we can provide it, then we'll do our best to do it.